Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video is a little bit different and I've been a little bit creative quite late at night. I posted this photo on Instagram and I literally have never had so many requests to film a makeup look. So I'm so glad I did film it and I was able to edit it to put it up on YouTube. So it is a bit creative and a little bit on the dark side. But anyway, let's just jump into this tutorial. So for my primer today, I'm going to be taking my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in light medium. I've literally been loving this as a primer recently, and all I'm going to do is drag it quite far out on the outer corner because that is going to be where our invisible liner is going to lay, and then blend it in with a sponge and then just use my Lock It powder by Kat Von D in the shade Petal just to lock it all in place so it doesn't budge and it kind of leaves it nice and dry. Then to get the invisible liner kind of thing, you want to get some sticky tape and you want to cut it in half going diagonally so it makes this a little triangle, and then cutting diagonally again across the end just so it sits on your eye nicely. You want to stick it down where you would draw your eyeliner normally, so probably like a fifth of the eye on the outer corner. So then going into my Violet Voss Laura Lee palette, and I'm just going to take those two shades, I'm going to mix them together to create my transition shade, and I'm going to blend that in using my Morphe M511 brush, which is a super big fluffy brush. Then going next to it and taking Ragamuffin, which is a darker, deeper orange shade, I'm going to take that on the same brush and blend that into the crease also, just to start to really darken it up and really kind of make it look a bit more vibrant. Then as my middleman, I'm going to be taking Alabama, which is a soft warm brown, and I'm going to be popping that into the crease with my 224 brush from 227 brush. Wait, what is it called? I don't even know. One of those brushes from Zoeva into the crease, and this is just going to act as the transition between the two orange shades and then the black shade. Then picking up Lou, which is the black shade from the palette, I'm going to start patting this into the crease. I found that like patting it into the crease kind of gave a softer feel than if I was to swipe my brush, because it would cause like a dark kind of streaky line almost. And then I'm just going to work it out with that big fluffy brush that we first applied the transition shades with, just to make sure everything is blended together. Then I'm going to go in with a Tarte Gel Liner Pot, and I'm going to be popping this on the bottom half of my eyelid, kind of stopping a little bit before we reach the crease. And all this is going to do is just ensure that the whole eyelid is kind of covered with black, so we get the darkest, deepest, most kind of rich black we can do when we apply the eyeshadow on top. I always see gel pots as like a primer for eyeshadow and intensity. Look how intense that black eyeshadow now looks because of that gel liner. You would not get that kind of blackness if you just used eyeshadow. Like honestly, it takes you forever to build it up as well. Then I'm just going to take a little bit of that brown shade and start to blend it out and work it into the crease so we kind of get a nice gradual fade. And then I'm taking Fleeky, which is pretty darn fleeky, and I'm going to be popping that on the inner corner of my eye to start off the gold kind of works in the inner corner. So these are the three glitters that I used for the inner corner. So first of all, I took the two lit ones and I mixed them together with my lit adhesive, and I'm just going to pop that onto the inner corner. Then again, for a little bit more of a sparkle, I want to use my certified glitter to really pack a punch of the gold. So I just literally popped it on top of the other glitters. And then the best way to pick up all of the excess kind of fallout when it comes to glitter is just get some sticky tape and kind of hoover it all up. Then removing the band-aid, I'm just going to clean up all that kind of excess eyeshadow that's kind of spilt over from all that good blending we've done. And then I'm going to be taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills Concealer Pot, and I'm just going to use a tiny little detail brush. I think this is a lip brush. I'll double check for you guys. And just clean it up even more just to make it super sharp and just kind of executed well. I don't know what to say then. And then for some more sparkle, I'm going to be taking my certified glitter and my Dose of Colours liner brush. I'm going to be making a really kind of tiny thin trail of glitter eyeliner going all the way up next to the eyeshadow, just to kind of emphasize that we have no black eyeliner there. So I went and finished my face makeup off camera, and then I've come back to show you guys my lower lash line kind of smokiness. So I'm going to be taking the two shades that we mixed together first of all, and I'm going to pop that on first using my Fruline Fluffy brush from the inner corner to the outer corner. I first decided to drag it out and make kind of like an extra kind of a wing to it, but then I decided I didn't like it, so I'll show you guys in a minute what I do differently. But yes, and then I'm going to be taking my Morphe M518 brush to really blend out that lower lash line and kind of make it smoky over kind of the eye bag area. And I'm just going to pop a little bit of Alabama on top to start to darken up the lower lash line. It's kind of the same process on the lower lash line as it is on the top. And then I'm going to be picking up some black to really intensify the lower lash line. For the waterline, I'm going to be taking my crayon from Buxom. This is honestly one of my favourite liners to now pop into my waterline. I don't know what I'm going to do without it. It's just so creamy. Normally, you really have to fight to get pigment with these kind of pencils, but with this one, you don't. You guys anticipated this happening, but yes, I didn't like that smoked out bit, so I just grabbed my big sponge and I used it as a rubber and just kind of erased it. You just want to make sure as well that it's buffed out on the outer corner so it doesn't look like you've literally just scraped it off. And then I'm taking my Maybelline Mascara. This one literally had me shook. I was like, Maybelline do the weirdest ones, but weirdly, they really work. Do you know what I mean? Like, they really, I looked at it and thought, how? And then it just made them so thick. So if you really like your lashes thick, this is the mascara for you. Then for the fun part, which kind of fun part but time consuming part, I'm taking studs that I got from eBay and I'm just picking out the gold ones, and I'm using my Lit adhesive glue first to stick down, and then I'm grabbing the studs, and I tried with my fingers, and the best way I found it was to use my tweezers. But I mean, like, the struggle was real. I think this took like the longest bit out of the whole makeup look. It honestly took forever, but I just put 3 studs on the outer corner and 2 studs on the inner corner. And then I'm taking Esquido lashes. I never know how to pronounce that brand, but in the style Nimbus. And I'm popping those on top with Revlon glue because I am allergic to Duo glue and it's just been a recent thing and it had me shook. But yes. And then I'm taking House of Lashes in Precious for my lower lashes because I just wanted to be extra, you know. I was going extra with the makeup look. I might as well just gone extra with the eyelashes. That completes this makeup look. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, I will see you soon.